Hello my kings and my queens. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of journaling. I've been a natural doodler. I've been journaling probably since maybe 10. There's a lot of benefits to journaling. You know, some people call them diaries, some people call them journals, some people call them whatever you want to call them. But there's a lot of benefits to it. What I have been doing for the last 10 years is I've been journaling. And I have what I call my positive journal. And what I do is every time something great happens in my life, I write it down. So I write down the date and I write down what happened. Something extraordinary, something little, something big, something in the middle, I write it all down. Every single time something great happens. And then when I find that that bad day is trying to creep in, I go back to the days of all the wonderful things that have happened. I go back to the days in my journal. I go back to the days and I reflect on, wow, just 6 months ago I went through this major trial in my life and I didn't think I was going to overcome, and I made it. Or just 2 weeks ago there was a situation where I wasn't sure how to get out of the situation and I made it through. One of the benefits of journaling is it gives you power, it gives you strength, it gives you motivation, because it's a reminder of everything that you overcame. It's a reminder of all the giants that you were able to defeat. So many times when we're going through a situation, it feels like it is so big and it feels like the hurdle is so high. And while we're going through it, a lot of times we're unsure if we're even going to make it to the other side. And somehow, some way, we make it to the other side. And then we feel good that we made it. And then 3 weeks later, we forgot about how great we were. We forgot about how strong we were. We forgot about how victorious we were. And then we forget. And then we go through another trial that half the time the trials are even smaller. And then we have that same attitude of defeat. So a benefit of journaling is to write down every time something great happens in your life. Every time you were able to overcome a challenge. And then when you're facing a challenge, if you need that additional encouragement, if you need that additional support, reflect back, turn the pages, and look at what you accomplished over the years, over the months. And then that's going to give you the strength, and it's going to also remind you that you can do it once again. So remember that when there's no one there to encourage us, we must learn to encourage ourselves. That's something that I'm a big believer. Yes, it feels good to call mommy and daddy. Yes, it feels good to call hubby or wife. Yes, it feels good to call your best friend. Yes, it feels good to call on God. When there is no one there to encourage us, we have to get in the habit of encouraging ourselves. And by flipping through our journal, that is a way to encourage ourselves, because it's a reminder that we did it before and we'll do it again. So, what I challenge you to do today, right now, right this very moment, is to grab a journal. Doesn't have to be a fancy journal, but you can get a fancy one if you like. A notebook, whatever it is. Write today's date at the top and write down every single thing that went right in your day today. Because a lot of times what would happen is you get up in the morning, let's say you have a flat tire. And because you woke up and you had a flat tire, you feel like your whole day is messed up. And then you forget about everything that's going right because you're so distracted on that flat tire. And then you get the tire change and you go on about your way, and then you just forget about how you were able to overcome. So grab your journal, write down today's date at the top, and write down every single thing that you're proud of. And when you find that you are facing a giant, go back to those pages and flip through those pages and remind yourself how great you truly are. So subscribe to my channel, Wendy Inspire. You can also see me on Instagram at Wendy_Massey1 or Twitter at happybeingme. Remember, utilize your resources, and when there's no one there to encourage you, you encourage yourself. Make it a great day.